But owner Carmen Kemper of Milford Skate Center tells us people love her rink so much that they never leave. Well, the Milford Museum itself isn't known to be haunted, but the donated items inside may still be holding on to their previous owners. We didn't directly speak to any ghosts this time around. Instead, we let them come to us. So visit Baywater Animal Rescue today and give Nina here a forever home. One local haunted attraction will be taking your screams and turning them into care packages for our men and women overseas. A bill passed by the Maryland Senate aims to keep those with food allergies safe while dining out, but at what cost to business owners? Now, the 7-stop route will start here at Salisbury University's Purdue School of Business, and for just $1 a trip, the trolley will take you all across the city. Sparklers like these ones can reach up to 2,000 degrees, so make sure you tell children to stick their arms out at arm's length distance, and when they're done, stick them in a cup of water. Now, these fishermen are not the only ones who'll be walking away as winners. Some of this week's catches will be donated to 2 great local causes. To help protect your car from potential damage, make sure to always keep your tires properly inflated, maintain a safe distance between you and the driver in front of you. I decided to test my skills, and after a few stumbles
and walk forward,
I think salsa may be my new hobby. Say hello to Smokey. This smiley guy just had his 10th birthday and weighs 70 pounds. Smokey is an Australian cattle dog, and his medium-length hair is a ticked-colored blue. He is neutered, up-to-date on his vaccines, and heartworm negative. Smokey didn't grow up around kids and other pets, but can still live peacefully with them. This gentle senior is looking to settle down in a calm and quiet environment during his golden years. So visit Baywater Animal Rescue today and give Smokey here a forever home.
47 ABC's Jennifer Fulginiti spoke with Delaware State Police today about preventing and reporting these crimes. Jennifer, what did you learn?
David, officials tell me there are many things that you can do to prevent robberies from your vacation homes, but many times it's more about what others can do for you. Take a look. The cooling temperatures take many beachgoers away from their vacation homes, leaving them vacant for most of the year, and attractive targets for burglars looking to pounce.
People are leaving lights off, or they know that somebody's not in that residence.
To deter these potential criminals, you can set your lights on a timer or purchase a security system. Efforts to make it look like you're still home. But the best deterrent isn't something you can buy.
What we ask people is to make friends with your neighbor.
A burglar at Sea Air Mobile Home was caught last week due to the watchful eyes of neighbors. Thomas Ferretti tells 47 ABC he walks his dog 3 times a day looking for unusual faces.
If you see a lot of strange people or different people, you know where they're coming from. They don't belong in here.
Officials say if you see any suspicious individuals in your neighborhood, try to get a description and then call police right away.
We want good, valuable information that we can use to arrest these people and get a conviction for the burglaries that they're committing.
Trust and willingness to speak up, what resident George DeMartin calls just part of being a good neighbor.
I mean, it's neighbors looking out for neighbors. I mean, that's how, things should work.
Now, if you do find that your home was broken into while it was vacant, officials say it is never too late to report the crime. Many times the criminal has already been caught and more charges will be brought against them. David?
47 ABC's Jennifer Fulginiti says this week's location comes as a surprise. Now, why is that, Jennifer?
Well, I don't know about you, Wayne, but when I think of haunted places, a roller skating rink is not my first thought. But owner Carmen Kemper of Milford Skate Center tells us people love her rink so much that they never leave. Check it out. The Milford Skate Rink is supposedly home to at least 5 souls, all friendly according to owner Carmen Kemper. We attempted to speak to 2 of them. The first, a 10-year-old boy who died on the rink back in the 80s.
We can literally hear somebody skating in the middle of the night.
Carmen says he likes to mess with the skate racks at night.
At the time that, he's doing this is a lip. You physically have to pick this up to take it out.
We set up our seance where the boy passed. At first, he didn't want to speak with us. Remember, this machine flicks once for a yes answer and twice for a no.
We're trying to talk to the little boy that's here. If you're here.
And some of the words he spoke into this machine seemed a bit sinister. Beat Mommy. But when I asked him if I should leave, should I move back? Away from you?
No.
No.
Looks like something.
Hug.
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 And when we placed one EMF reader inside a skate, a big reaction.
Are you touching the skate?
Our second contact was with an old employee called Pop Pop. Carmen says he still makes sure all runs smoothly.
From time to time, we would see a skate out on the skate counter. He's giving us, you know, the indication that we've done something wrong.
We set up around Pop Pop's old apron, but our readings were a little unclear. For the first time, though, we had multiple devices going off at once.
The skates, you want to make sure that the kids are, and you make sure that they're cleaned.
Does this prove spirits walk and skate among us? The decision is yours. Jennifer Fulginiti, 47 ABC. Just goes to show you, even a family-friendly skate rink can be host to paranormal activity. And as always, if you want to go on your own ghost hunt, check out Delmarva's Historic Haunts on Facebook. Wayne? At first glance, you probably wouldn't guess that athlete Brian Boyle once believed he may not be able to breathe on his own. 10 years ago, the Maryland native was smashed by an oncoming dump truck after a high school swim practice.
I just graduated from high school, had all my goals and plans for the future, but on July 6th, all those goals and dreams were shattered like the bones of my body.
He lost 60% of his blood, his heart moved across his chest, lungs collapsed, and his major organs and pelvis were pulverized. He was brought back to life 8 times on the operating table and induced into a 2-month coma. But he never gave up.
My parents were there every single day, begging me to stay strong, to keep fighting, to keep living. And that's pretty much what led to my overall survival.
And he surpassed even his doctor's wildest dreams. Saturday, Brian will be competing in his 4th Ironman triathlon in Cambridge, Maryland. While he's raced in the past to prove his recovery, this event, his 36th to date, holds a deeper meaning.
I had 36 blood transfusions, so I had 36 blood donors that gave 1 hour of their time to save someone like me. And I don't forget that, so this race is a tribute to them.
And this year, his new bride, Pamela, will also be in the crowd of supporters rooting him on. While Brian has traveled all over to compete in races, he thinks this one could be the best one yet.
To have a full Ironman here, Ironman Maryland and Cambridge, it's just, we waited so long for this to happen. The official Ironman, we're really looking forward to it.
Jennifer Fulginiti, 47 ABC. This flag greeted 35 wounded warriors and their families on Friday as they paraded into Selbyville from Bethany Beach.
It just was overwhelming. It really was. It was overwhelming.
Hundreds lined the streets, welcoming and thanking the veterans for their service. Among the crowd, 2 Vietnam veterans who are giving the kind of support they never got.
I didn't get the welcome that they are getting today.
Something the Vietnam veterans didn't get, but that we all deserve.
This is the 2nd year for Operation Seize the Day, which gives wounded warriors and their families a free week of vacation in Bethany Beach.
They're back in their communities and they feel very alone. They don't have anyone who understands their injuries and what they're going through. It gives them a place where they can relax. They can relate to their families more.
Calvin Patterson served in Iraq from 2008 to 2009 as a combat engineer dealing with roadside bombs. He now suffers from PTSD, a curved spine, and ongoing ankle issues. He says this is the welcome he didn't receive in Philadelphia 6 years ago.
Just to be at this place at this time, to be here, to witness this, makes it all worth it as being a veteran. And as I go home, I have pictures that I can show people and get guys to join Wounded Warrior so they can come to places like these to see how much people really care for them as being a veteran.
It's restored his faith in the American people and especially the tight-knit community of Bethany.
People really care, and that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful feeling, it really is.
Jennifer Fulginiti, 47 ABC. Marlin, dolphin, wahoo. The big fish reigned supreme on the last day of the White Marlins Open.
So big. They're big. And they have the pointy noses.
The grand prize, more than $1 million.
We had no idea how big of an event it is, and it was great. It was just a lot of fun for us to come.
Now, these fishermen are not the only ones who'll be walking away as winners. Some of this week's catches will be donated to 2 great local causes.
For me, the prize is being able to look at them and sample them for parasites.
Ann Bars, a zoology professor at Salisbury University, says the competition is necessary to gather samples and further research on a specific flatworm that only lives in the gills of these marlin.
There's only 2 papers on it ever, and the species description is horrible.
Another winner, the Maryland Food Bank. Butch Langenfelder says the donated fish helps to fill a void many of their clients miss out on.
We rarely get high protein item like this donated to the food bank. It does stay here on the Eastern Shore, but a lot of it does go back to Baltimore, get processed, and then distribute throughout the whole state.
So whether it's for the money, for fun, or to help out the community, there's more than one way to go home a champion at the White Marlin Open. Jennifer Fulginiti, 47 ABC.